So here we are then, once again, with F1 2021 and part 5 of the second season of my Immersive Driver Career Mode. With Ferrari today, we have the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, which we had a decent time at. Last year, of course, this was when we were still doing 25% races, so I'm looking forward to a 50% race round here and seeing how we get on. The pace has been pretty good so far this weekend after a very, very good result last time out in Monaco, of course, where we finished 7th and Charles Leclerc finished in 3rd. So it looks like we are coming back to form. If you look at the R&D table, we're back up to 5th, so we have gone ahead of McLaren at this Grand Prix. So hopefully we should be comfortably getting through to Q3. That's got to be the target, getting some points, hopefully getting a few more R&D gains in the bag. But first of all, let's see how we get on in qualifying. Here we come then for our first flying lap, and it's a 1:38.7, which is not too bad at the moment. 3rd place, probably a little bit behind Max Verstappen, but we'll settle for that for now. We're behind both McLarens, but we will see how we get on as a first flying lap and a first feeler on these tyres. And in these track conditions, we'll certainly take that. Well, here we come up to the line. A couple of tenths improvement there. But I think that will be enough to get through to Q2, you know. Ahead of both Haas's and ahead of both Alfa Romeos. Surely that'll be enough to get through. Well, there we are. We're not comfortably through, but through in 14th place. Just a couple of places behind Charles Leclerc, but you can see how close it is. Everybody down to 14th, within a second of each other. So, you know, a few tenths here and there, that's going to really make the difference of who gets through to Q3 and who doesn't. Well, it's not been a fabulous lap here in Q2. At 1:38.4, I think it is our fastest of our 3 times, but we could have done better than that. Here we go then, up to the line. It looks like we're going to just about do it. We come over the line with a 1:37.7, and we are through to Q3, P8 in fact, and I think we can be really, really pleased with that. That was a good lap. That was a really, really good lap, particularly through the castle section, and we knock out our teammate Charles Leclerc. He's out in Q2, as well as Daniel Ricciardo for McLaren. Stroll, Tsunoda and Giovinazzi join him. It's going to be an interesting top 10 shootout. Only 7 tenths off the fastest runner, Max Verstappen. I don't think we're in it for pole, but we could be in it for a very good qualifying position. Here we go then. This is our one and only lap in Q3, and it's an equal time to what we did in Q2, but this time it's enough for P5. What a qualifying performance that is. We can be absolutely thrilled with that. That is absolutely awesome.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top 3. Hamilton, Bottas and Max Verstappen. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Well, it appears nobody except Lewis Hamilton could really nail it in Q3 then. Obviously, Hamilton got through on the medium tyres as well. He was up in 4th in Q2. He's just had it hooked up all weekend, and he qualifies on pole position. Maybe the track just fell out of its operational window. Everybody seemed to lose a couple of tenths. We smashed the same time. It did feel a little bit slow on track though. But yeah, there you go. A 1:37.7 and P5 for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. That is going to be an absolute cracker. So let's find out what's going to happen on race day.
And a warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku and home, of course, to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today, so our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully away from the barriers. Baku City Circuit then, an unpredictable 3.7-mile track around the streets of the Azerbaijan capital. 20 turns for our drivers to navigate today, including the infamous Turn 8, one of the tightest and most challenging corners of the season. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box. And it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, the captain, and Fernando Alonso, Raikkonen, Norris, Gasly, and Sebastian Vettel, Ricciardo, Leclerc, Lance Stroll, and Tsunoda, Giovinazzi, Ocon, Mick Schumacher, and George Russell, Mazepin, and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So here we are then.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Down on the track, ready to go, and of course we have our highest grid position of the season from qualifying. Obviously we started 4th last time in Monaco due to people taking penalties, but this looks a reasonably good strategy. Even our personalised sort of data is only 0.2 different, so let's get out there, let's see how we get on. It's going to be a close one, I think, and hopefully we can get off to a good start. But it's a short run down to turn 1, so hopefully we'll be alright.
Go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs.
So I'll see you guys for lights out. Here we go then, lined up on the grid, ready for this Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Lights out, away we go. Here in Baku, it's a great start off the grid. Hamilton not off the line well. Oh, and that was very, very close into turn 1, but we went down the inside of Sergio Perez and we're still there on the inside. There is an Alpine, I think it was. No, it was a Toro Rosso on the inside of us there, but we managed to get through and up into 4th place as it stands. Not entirely sure what happened to Sergio Perez behind. Possibly you guys saw on the replay camera that I usually slot in at that point, but Hamilton got an awful start off the grid, mainly because he's on the medium tyres, I would imagine, and yeah, he'll be disappointed with that. He's lost out to Max Verstappen at the start here, but Mercedes are just so mighty, you expect that they'll be straight back through. As we go up the castle section for the first time in this Grand Prix. We need to try and stay with Valtteri Bottas if we can. Will you join me on lap 4 of this Grand Prix? You can see Verstappen having a little look at Bottas here. Both Mercedes cars managing to make it past the Red Bull. Lewis Hamilton off into the distance.
On track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
On his medium tyres, we're trying to stay with the action here. Trying to stay right in the slipstream of these two, because if we can be in DRS range on the main straight, that's going to be a huge advantage for us.
Okay, there appears to be an issue.
Oh no.
We're currently investigating.
Well, this is not what we want.
It looks like we're experiencing an ERS software glitch.
Okay. So we haven't got ERS anymore. And last time that happened, nothing else came of it. But annoyingly, because we haven't had ERS, we're losing time on Max Verstappen ahead. It looks like Bottas is going to come into the pits. We can't seem to get on the radio, which is a pity, because I possibly would have came into the pits there, but never mind. Put ERS back online, so I'm assuming we're alright here. Well, here we come into the pit lane then. Red Bull in. Putting on the medium tyres. And here we go. And it looks like we might be out ahead. Oh, I thought we were out ahead of Max there. That was good work.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left.
Well, we need Max to come out behind those back markers. Oh, they made big contact there. We've got the momentum.
The safety car
Safety car
out.
deployed.
We need you to reduce your pace. It looks like there's a high amount of debris on the track.
Well, was that Schumacher? I'm not entirely sure, but we have got the safety car out. Well, that's going to open things up a little bit, you would imagine, in terms of the guys that are already halfway around the track. Lewis Hamilton is going to be disappointed. Look at the lead he's got at the moment, and well, he has a big decision on his hands. Does he come in, change his tyres, because we're on brand new medium tyres now, the sort of chasing pack, and that's surely going to affect him. But we could have done getting ahead of Latifi. We'll have to do that at the restart, but this is going to close things up and make things very, very interesting. But Verstappen, very aggressive into that corner. I wonder if he's got any damage as well. Maybe he'll have to come in and change his front wing. Keep an eye on what he does here. Hamilton is in. Hamilton is in for his stop. It looks like a couple of other guys are in as well. Are we going to come out ahead of them? Or are they going to jump us because they get virtually a free pit stop here? I think they're going to jump us, particularly because these guys are so slow in front. Yeah. There goes Perez, and I think it's the Alpine as well. Are we going to get round the outside of them here? They're on the inside. There's Raikkonen. And yes, Perez is through as well. So we've lost out massively there because of the safety car. And that is a big shame. Verstappen didn't come into the pits. So this is kind of our position now, and it has completely changed up the order. I wonder if the medium tyre runners are going to be on one-stop strategies, the ones that have decided to stay out. Hamilton came in. I think that was a very good decision. He sort of neutralised the race now. Don't know what tyres he will have put on. Probably hard, and then he won't have to stop again. So if he can take them through. Did say past Latifi there. I'm not entirely sure why it said that, but I'll see you guys once we're back underway in this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Exciting so far, though. Underway again with the green flags, and we got a great run on Latifi, and managed to go down the inside of Max Verstappen as well. Great move. He's still there on our outside though, but we're going to get the move done, and we are through. So back up to 11th place now, and that is virtually net 4th position. Perez fighting with Bottas up ahead. Bottas on George Russell. George Russell managing to stay in front for now. But this is going to be a tight first few laps, especially because we have got some old medium tyre runners up ahead of us who will surely struggle to keep us behind. Max Verstappen having another little look there. We have to sort of take avoiding action. We're okay though. But we're going to go side by side into the castle section. And that was a terrible idea from Max Verstappen.
Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Well, let's have another look at that. I mean, that was just never ever going to work, was it? But it started with a very ambitious move from Verstappen. I think luckily we've come out of it with no damage whatsoever. But that is a big disappointment. Max Verstappen out of the race. And we're back under safety car conditions. Well, Jeff coming out with the strategy change.
Copy.
Just as I past the pit stop, but the pit box. I don't think we're going to go for it. I think we stick with our current strategy. Because we got track position right now, when, you know, Charles Leclerc leading the race, Stroll leading the race, Charles Leclerc in second, I think, you know, we're in a good position here. Because Bottas and Perez very much on our strategy. And, well, Hamilton, you know, came into the pits once again. If we have a look at the race director, you can see Hamilton came in on the last safety car period and put the soft tyres on. And hard tyres is what he's gone for now, presumably going to the end of the race. There has been a few little incidents here and there. Apparently we got warned for that collision with Verstappen and Nikita Mazepin. 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Lando Norris. So it has been an action-packed Grand Prix so far. And it'll be interesting to see where this race goes from here, because we have got an outside chance of taking the victory here. We've got excellent straight-line speed. We certainly should have the pace to get past Perez, you would imagine. Bottas, I'm not so sure. I think Bottas has got this race in the bag. If he can get a big enough gap to Hamilton, he's going to have to get a 20-second gap, because we're going to have to come into the pits again. All of this gaggle of cars will have to do that. So it's going to be very, very interesting. I really can't wait. I'm super nervous for the restart. I don't want to get involved in any more incidents. You know, we've been around and about both safety car incidents, both caused by Verstappen as well. And, you know, I think it was caused by Verstappen having a very audacious move in the previous corner. And we were trapped on the inside. There wasn't a lot we could do. We could have completely backed out of it and probably lost more positions, but at the end of the day, it wasn't meant to be.
Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
So we need to have as good a restart as we had with Nicholas Latifi before. We went down the inside of Verstappen. So here we go. Lance Stroll is going to lead us away. And we're underway once again here.
Green flag.
We've got a very good restart. And Perez having a look at Bottas. Oh, that could have been close, but we're okay. And once again, just keeping our nose clean, really, as we get through the first sector unscathed. Can we go down the inside of Perez here? It is a possible chance. But no, we're just going to make sure we're backed well off here. We know Stroll ahead is going to be a bit of a cork in the bottle, hopefully, so we should be able to stay with these guys. But a nice, safe, clean restart. I just hope there's not going to be another safety car here. Well, Leclerc
We're
pushing
approaching the pit
Bottas
window.
all the way
We'll
up
be
to
on
the wall
mediums.
there. That looked pretty scary. I'd like to have another look at that on the replay, actually. Let's have another look at this. Up ahead, then. And that was Leclerc pushing Bottas all the way up to the wall. Wow, that was very, very close. So excellent hard racing. And, well, we've got a half chance on Perez here. Well, this is a great chance on Perez and Leclerc up ahead. We're going to have DRS. We've got ERS enabled. And look at this. Right in the slipstream. Looks like Leclerc's coming into the pits.
Charles is in for his stop.
And we go around the outside of Sergio Perez. Great
Window
move.
open. Let's box this lap.
We are into the pits on this lap. Oh, Perez is gone. What's happened there? Let's have a little look at this. We get another look at the nice move around the outside. Managed to hold it off. Perez trying to have another look into the first corner. Just, yeah, loses it on the exit there. Doesn't look like there's much in the way of contact. I think he just catches the curb, actually. Now then, is that going to be another safety car?
Clear.
I hope not. Well, we're in. That was an excellent entry into the pits. And you can see Ricciardo behind us as well. Here we go.
Go, go, go. You'll be racing on the exit. Release,
That's
release.
annoying. The Toro Rosso, Alpha Tauri coming out. That's
That was
probably
our
cost
last
us
stop.
about a
No
second
more
there.
scheduled pit stops.
And there we go. We come out behind Leclerc and Stroll, which we wouldn't have done. And those are two cars that will not be pitting again. They're on the same strategy as us now, so we're going to have to make on-track manoeuvres to get past those. So, yeah, that was very annoying.
Green flag.
Well, what a move we've just pulled off on our teammate there, Charles Leclerc. Sort of came out of nowhere. Managed to brake a lot deeper than him into that corner, and we're through. And hopefully we'll be able to go on and get past Lance Stroll now. Well, this has got to be the chance on Lance Stroll. We're right in his slipstream. DRS open, ERS enabled. This has got to be the chance.
We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race.
And we're through. Excellent move. Up into fourth position now. And now right behind Valtteri Bottas, who's on the hard tyres. The top three guys are on the hard tyre. We're on the medium. Who's going to come out on top? And now here we go on Bottas. He's not going to have DRS, but we're right in his slipstream now. Look at this. ERS enabled. Little bit of contact there, but I think we're okay. We've got away with it again. And we go around the outside. And we are through up into third position
Good.
now.
Good job. Nice overtake.
Well, what a chance now we've got on Lando Norris. Look at this. Huge deficit that we're making up here. We've got DRS enabled. We go to the inside and we are easily through. Another fastest lap for us. And we are by far the fastest driver on the track right now. We are in the zone. We've got the better tyres than Hamilton ahead. Do we dare to dream with 5 laps to go? Well, we're coming on to the penultimate lap of the race. We have had a fabulous time of it. We really have. And Well, Charles Leclerc could make it
looks
even
like
better.
We might have an issue. Hang in there.
Oh,
We're
no.
attempting to manage it.
Oh no, please. Oh, this would be absolutely devastating if we were to have an issue right at the end here. We're 2 laps from the finish, and we're about to get our first podium of our Ferrari career.
It looks
We're out.
critical.
We're
Find
out.
somewhere to retire as
No.
soon as possible. We can't risk you carrying on with this race.
And it's the MG UK. Well, that... I cannot believe that that's just happened. We were that close to our first podium. We've put that much work into that Grand Prix in our second mechanical failure of the season. And it just goes from bad to worse in our Ferrari career.
It's never an easy race here in Azerbaijan. There's drama around every corner. But they've come through to take a brilliant win here today. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Well, what's happened to Charles? Because he was moving up into third. Thought he was going to get all the plaudits again. Maybe it was a team-wide issue. Who knows? But Hamilton wins it. Norris finishes second in the end, with Ricciardo in third. But that is a big disappointment right at the end there.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, my driver of the day has to be Charles Leclerc. He was unstoppable out on the track today, weaving through the competition with ease.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today, as they make their way up the standings. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
Yeah, absolutely gutted about that. There's nothing we can do about it. These things do just happen, unfortunately, and, well, it is just devastating that we have had another retirement and we are out of another Grand Prix. We were about to go and get our first podium. I was going to talk us through the last couple of laps there, and look at that, Charles Leclerc right on the line, it seems. Lost out to Daniel Ricciardo for third position. Lance Stroll finishes fifth. Gasly in sixth. Alonso in seventh. Vettel eighth. Raikkonen ninth. And Yuki Tsunoda in 10th. Wow. What a disappointment, because we really did look good there.
Well,
that was
really
going to be our
way
first
today.
podium.
Let's have your take. Your car seemed to be having some problems there. What was the cause? It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it? Well, thanks anyway.
And Claire getting back on our case. But there you go. We are out. And it's another disappointing result for us here at Ferrari. We seem to be cursed. But, well, let's have a little look and see what's said. We do get a few little resource points there. But, wow. I mean, have a little look at our vehicle components. There you go. MG UK gone. That energy store gone. We are going to have to take engine penalties at some point during this season. But, well, I mean, it is absolutely crazy. And hopefully, next time out, we will get a better result. After 3 DNFs in 4 races, you know, we need to get back on it, and it is at my favourite track of the lot, Canada. I'm hoping that we can come back strong there. Hopefully we can have some R&D in progress as well. Doesn't look like it. McLaren have gone back ahead of us. It's all turned into a little bit of a disaster. Let's have a little look. Yes, we are back behind McLaren. However, we do have a major part in development, and if that does come to fruition, it looks like we're going to head up towards Alpine's performance and maybe be fighting for best of the rest, because Mercedes are absolutely flying at the top of the standings. They've won every single Grand Prix so far this year, and although Bottas finished 13th in the last Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton running away with it once again, heading towards possibly his 9th world title. And, well, I mean, what else can we do? You know, we just do not seem to be able to do it, unfortunately, and we're gonna have to wait. I don't know what all of this is. Okay, there you go. Claim that trophy. There you go. I didn't even know these were a thing. Let's claim that as well. Hey, nice. That looks like our Jordan GP engine from last time. Nice little helmet there as well. Some good gloves. Snazzy. Welcome to your inbox. Driver stat update. These changes will apply instantly. Ah. There you go. I don't know what that does. But, well, has that changed Charles Leclerc? It has a little bit. It has a little bit. I don't think it will have changed any of the driver transfers, hopefully. But there you go. That is that. And once again, a disappointing end to a very good Grand Prix. We would have definitely had a podium there. But the search goes on, I suppose. And in Canada next time, we'll hopefully get our revenge. If you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for more F1 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.